Today, we will take the topic of DevOps at scale. It's a new topic now in Egypt, and we will start talking about DevOps at scale. The first thing that we need to know first, what word scale means for us, and is it that we will scale the project team size, or we will scale the organization, or budget, or cost, or what we will scale actually? The answer should be that we will scale the entire value stream of the project itself or the products. And we have from Gartner that by end of 2023, that most of the organization, up to 70% of the organization, they will use the value stream in DevOps pipeline. Why we will use it, or why we will scale? Because we need to deliver a customer value faster to our organization and enhance a visibility and orchestration of any integration. Now we found that we have many applications. If we have many applications, or we have conflicts between one team and another team, and we need to orchestrate, we may need to focus on a scale, okay? And why we need also to scale? We need to scale because we have many factors that we need to focus on. One of the main factors that the team satisfaction, or try to engage the team. We found that if we scale, or we apply DevOps at a scale, we found that we will increase employee satisfaction, and up to from 10 to 50%, we will increase the productivity of the team. We found that if we apply the DevOps at scale, the productivity of the team will be increased from 20 to 25%. And this is a good number that we can start with. Also, we found that by improving the pipeline, or by improving the quality for the pipeline, it will be increased from 25 to 27. And the time to market will be improved accordingly, because we will speed the process of delivery, we can sustain the pipeline, we will deliver on demand, so the time to market will be increased or improved from 30% to 75%. And this is, so I think I mentioned the word value stream. We need to focus on value stream, and we will improve the value stream. What's the word of value stream means to us in a scale? The value stream mapping, or the value stream, is a visualized tool that we need to define first before we start working or decide working in scaled DevOps. This value stream is to improve the flow, or to try to have a measurement, or defining the workflow and improve the flow, define the bottlenecks for the delivery pipeline. So we come to one of the framework that is trusted framework in scale, which is SAFe. The SAFe focus, or SAFe DevOps focus on five, let's say that 5 letters, CALMR. This is for scale DevOps. C for culture. We need to improve the culture of shared responsibility. A for automation, and we need to focus on automate the continuous pipeline, or continuous delivery pipeline, let's say. And L for lean flow, to accelerate the delivery, accelerate the workflow. And M for measurement everything, measure what matters for you. And R for recovery, and enable low risk releases. This is how we can start, or the start point that we need to know before we decide that we will follow DevOps at scale. So again, we come to from where we can scale. Now, if we will decide that we need to scale our flow, or we need to scale our value stream, from where we can start, or from where we can say that we will start here for our scale, or DevOps at scale. First of all, we need to identify our value stream. How we can define our value stream? This is the main concern that we face in our organization, or we found that we need to know it first before we decide to have DevOps at scale. you need to focus first on in the customer, and you need to know the value that you want to deliver to your end customer first. You need to visualize the workflow. You need to visualize the steps that will add value to your customer. And you need to remove any unnecessary step that will be added to your final process, or let's say your final product to your customer. And you need to be ensured that this will be a perfect process and you will get the benefit after you apply this. You can continuously improve your cycle. You can know that there is a necessary step by refining the workflow itself, okay? And this, after defining your workflow, or after you define your value stream, you need to consider the agile release train. This is a new terminology again in DevOps at scale. The Ignite or the talks or Ignite, it takes only 10 minutes, so we're not able to introduce all terms, but we will highlight to the new terms that we have in DevOps at scale. Then the new terminology here is the agile train, or what we called as a continuous delivery pipeline. You know that we already in DevOps have a continuous integration, we have continuous deployment, but here we have a new terminology, which is continuous exploration. It is a part of continuous delivery pipeline, which we need to focus on. This pipeline consists of 3 main parts, which help or support the delivery to your end customer, and will help at the final, or by implementing these 3 concepts, to release on demand. Finally, or once you achieve these 3 parts, continuous exploration and the continuous integration, continuous deployment, you can release to your market or your end customer on demand, even requests. Here's some tips and tricks when you decide to scale your project or pipeline or value stream, or when we take the DevOps at scale. You need to measure. Without measure, you can't define where you are. You need to measure what matters for you. You need to know the majority of your team. Once you decide to scale your DevOps, you need to be sure that majority of your team are trained in Lean Agile, because you need to know first how we will implement this across all teams. The team needs to know the value added and non-value added for your steps or your workflow. Also, the agile stream train is already identified. You can define your agile value stream. You are able to know the release train. You have a continuous delivery already launched and prepared or kicked off from your agile release train. The main thing that I have from my point of view is the leadership. Again, without leadership support, without management support, without leaders lean thinking, you will not be able to have this part, or you will not be able to influence all team to follow any practice, either DevOps, Agile, whatever you have. You need to have a lean thinking. You need the leaders to embrace agility in your organization. And because of this topic, this is a huge topic, which is DevOps at scale. It contains many terminology, many things that we have. Just to here in our Ignite, we will highlight to some points, which is what is the scale means, what is DevOps at scale means, what the value stream means, and what is the pipeline or delivery even requests means. SECC provide free webinars and events. We'll have more detail about how we can scale or DevOps at scale. So we are waiting you for the upcoming webinars. We will take this topic more and more details. Thank you all.